Good afternoon, Minecrafters. This is Saturday, believe it or not, June 13th, 2026, on the Big Red 1967, and believe it or not, I'm back to a live stream. I cannot believe it. Really wanted to have my editing over before I came back to streaming, but I'm a little bit stuck in a predicament right now. Uh, During this week, I had a cavity that popped up that needs to be extracted, and I won't be able to get that done until this week coming up. And starting to get a little bit infected. I'm not feeling my best, and I'm getting a little getting some cabin fever, so it's driving me nuts. I'm drowsy. Well, I got antibiotics now. I went to the dentist yesterday, but for the past couple days, I was getting drowsy and stuff, and I'm tired of laying in bed, so I want to get something done. And this is the crazy thing is, this has been popping in my head, uh, laying some train tracks down. So if you saw my Twitter, I was thinking about trains. I'm thinking about putting some minecart tracks down from my world spawn out to that area that I'm hoping to turn into like World of Warcraft Teldrassil area. So I need to map it out and then throw some tracks down. And this area that we're at right now is the North Pole City that I've been working on, and we are going to come back and do this. Let me see if I can turn around. You can see it. So eventually, this platform being built by this flying basalt generator will be the city for the North Pole, like Polar Express. But I really don't. My head, I don't know how long I can sit up. So I want to get these train tracks down. It's been driving me nuts. It's been popping in my head for the past couple of days of these train track idea, and so I was gonna do it by myself. I wasn't gonna stream it. I was just gonna play it. But I'm like, why waste that content? Uh, just doing it myself without having somebody here. So I figured let's do some streaming. All right. So what I got to do is, like I said, I need to map out. Um, I need to map out the area that I'm going to do this, and just want to make sure I have the materials that I need. I should just go over there and just figure it out once I get. Okay, here's some iron. Yes, I might take this. But I probably need some redstone too. I hope everyone's doing well. I know it's been a while. I've been really working on the editing, trying to edit all my original videos into 20-minute, uh, 20-minute time that people can actually watch and not be bored out of their gourd. So I try to make it 20 minutes of interesting content and using DaVinci Resolve, and it's coming together. It's slow but sure, but it's coming together. So doing the best I can. I'm learning. I haven't really used it in a long time, and even then, I was just learning how to use it. So it's a slow process, but it's getting there. Let's see. And what really pushed me over the edge is this morning when I woke up on YouTube. There's a channel I watch called Matt Spears, Mattspears, Matt Spears on YouTube. I think he lives out in Oregon or Seattle, Washington, and he travels. He's a bit of a tinkerer, and he travels along the abandoned rail tracks out in Oregon and Seattle, and he uses makes. He's kind of a tinkerer, like he or an engineer, so he makes his own like electric um, track cars that can travel the railways. I'm just checking audio, testing, test it 1 2 3. Test it 1 2. There you go. So it's been pretty cool. So I watched that today, and now I'm like I got to do this now. So and the what you call it the antibiotics is kicking in, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better. It's not like I was hurting. It was just that I was just constantly drowsy and having a fever and stuff. So yeah, not good. Plus, I got allergies right now, so it's really like salt to the wound type of thing. If you're curious what this train car is, if you've never seen the Polar Express, it's the Polar Express. I got the idea from Drema Smith, Dreyma Smith on YouTube. She does a lot of train models in Minecraft. And the cool thing she does is she makes these cars, connecting them. She makes two sets of cars, one in the nether, one in the overworld. So it looks like you got into a train and you travel to the overworld. So it's pretty cool. But I would really like to lay some of these tracks down before the end of stream. I don't know how long I'll be on for, but I would like to do that. And I would like to. I don't know if I have any maps. There's a couple of ideas that popped in my head. See, the longer I keep thinking about it, the more I want to add to this idea. Um, okay, so the first idea was to lay the tracks down, make a minecart rail line. Second idea, mapping. Third idea, there was this part of the world spawn that I would love to connect down to my what's that called? Iron Forge. So yeah, this is so, until I start doing this, this is gonna drive me nuts. It's like my head is so excited about this idea that it's popping like a gazillion variations of this, and until I start putting something down, it's gonna drive me completely insane. So this portal that we come into our world spawn it's inside of our cleric tower, and this is where I want to start the minecart rail line. I'm gonna start right from up here and have it roll straight down. In fact, I would like to do it right here. Have it pop out right here somehow. I don't know if it would look good or not, but let's see. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't really do it here. Well, I could make like a step, because I would love to come out of the portal. Love to come out of the portal and then walk right up into the rail line. And somehow make the tracks come out here. And I wanted it to go back around, like wrap around this thing. I'll show you. Let me fly out here this way you can see what I'm talking about. There's the cleric tower. So I'm hoping to bring the rail line like wrap around the cleric tower and have it travel down the side of the cleric tower over here, which is my storage area, and then outside of the peninsula out that way, and then around the lake, and then out to that Teldrassil area. Out that way is where we just came from. The North Pole City's out that way, and I'm just not sure if I have a map out here. That's the thing. There's Jarvis. Everybody say hi to Jarvis. He's been out here working steadily since last October. Let me see if I have any good maps of this area. Okay. I haven't looked at these maps in so long, so I have no idea. I think this is of the stronghold. That map's of the stronghold. World spawn. Here we go. And that at the upper left-hand corner of this screen is where we are positioned. And where I want to go is in the center of this map. So I think I'm going to hold on to this. I'll put this back inside there. Let's see here. There we go. Pick this up. we're in peaceful mode, so I don't have to worry about dying. Ooh, I'm going to need more elytra. Let me just make sure we're in peaceful mode real quick. And if you guys are watching this in the future on YouTube, just turn on captions if you can't hear me, and the captions will basically uh, let you know. You can see what you can read what I'm saying. This area right here, World Spawn, is my storage. All the stuff I have in shulkers, I dump off here, and it gets sorted. Yeah, of course. It gets sorted right through here. I have a lays to sort the non-stackables, and then everything else. And these are like locker hoppers that lock for a particular item, and the rest of the stuff goes to overflow out that way. I need to make this place much bigger and deeper. Oh, so talking about deeper. So this is the. I wonder if I sealed this. I think I sealed this off. Yeah, I sealed this off. There was a way I went down. Is it here? Yeah, down there. So, let's see if I can get down there without dying. Um, I want to connect this down to my iron forge, make it like another tower or cylindrical thing going down into iron forge, which would be very very cool. I wonder why I blocked this off. Let me see if I have anything to go back up. I wonder if I can just do this. Hold on. Maybe I got tired of. I don't know. Maybe I thought I was going to seal this off permanently. I don't know. But yeah, this is not going to be one of my major things of today's. I wanted to actually do this rail line thing. So if I can get my cursor back under control, I can hopefully get somewhere today. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I didn't want Jarvis walking down here or something. I don't know. That's possible. Oh, I don't want to break that. I think that's part of the funnel that brings the items down here. Just block this off so he doesn't go down. All right, so and like I said, I'm in peaceful mode, so mobs can't spawn. Hold on, guys. So let's grab some quick shut eye real quick. It's a pretty good size, like lake area that connects out to the ocean over here. That big shadow is a flying ship that's stationary or anchored above the world spawn area. This is the tavern out here. Let me go up here so you guys can get a good view. This is the tavern. There's the Iron Hall. There's the flying ship. And then out there is where I want to connect this area to the village out that way around this lake. Grab some sleep so we can actually have sunlight. Okay. And so I like to take that rail line, come along here, and actually go out to the back over here. So from that tower coming down, and I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the rail line up top here or have it come down to the water line and keep going outwards. and ride around this like lagoon area, and then out over to that other beach on the other side. But if you look on the left side of the screen, you can see the map. There's a silver arrow that once I start moving towards the other side, the other beach, it'll start coming into view of this map. This is the honor hall, so I've made this so that any viewers that subscribe to YouTube or my Twitch, their names get and statues get placed here, like V Davy 15 and Rejected Penny 14 and Josie Brandt Bowens and David Plays, all these guys. B Silver B, they're all here. Get a good view of this lake area I was telling you about that's connected to that ocean over here. So I'm going to bring the tracks down this way. And for whatever reason, I don't know if there's too many things over here or something, but I start to lag out once I get it over here. But yeah, there's the herd, shepherd's house is over here. It's like an Asian style shepherd house with cherry blossom accents. But I'm going to lay the tracks from that side coming around. Now, I don't, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep it on the water line or have it higher up and then come around. And then come around this. I should get a horse and ride out. And then come around over here. I don't think I even have a horse over here, to be honest with you. Let me go see. I think I do. I'll be honest. I really think I do. Because there is a corral over here. Do I have any leads? Yes, I do. Okay. That's the sniffer making that sound. I'll be darned. Here we go. Let's see which guy. Yeah, he's pretty fast. Does he jump? Yes. Okay. Oh, we got. Well, I'll take this with us. Why not? I set it up here that if anybody drops anything or gets sheared, it gets collected down below. Inside these dispensers are shears. So if a sheep gets near it, eats grass, and it sets off the observer, it'll turn on the dispenser and they get sheared. So there's the flying ship that has a creeper farm. That's the whole purpose of it, is to cover up a creeper farm that's up in the sky area. I have a lightning rod here so that way I can get charged creepers. If you get a creeper that's charged and you can blow up mobs around that creeper, then you can get the mob heads. So this is part of the lagoon. I'm going to make the rail line somehow over here. You can see the map, how the arrow is moving. I don't know how long you guys been watching my videos, but there is a village. If I'm in the Nether Hub and I come out to this next portal, there's a village. Well, we're going over towards that village now. On the way there, though, is the um, windmill that I made to cover up a flower farm for dyes, all that good stuff. We made this a while back, so if you go on my YouTube channel, look up windmill, and you'll see me building this. So I guess I'm going to have to build a bridge. That's a, oh, we have a beehive here. Just heard that squishy sound. I'm going to have to build some type of bridge going across. But now, thanks to Mojang, thanks Mojang, we have swimming horses now that we can ride. Keep an eye on the map. You're seeing, see that ice area? That's the North Pole cities on that ice area. It's all connected. It's like a circle. In the center of the map is where I want to build the Teldrassil village, like World of Warcraft Night Elf an eye on that silver arrow. Doesn't seem like it's that far, man. But look, I can't even see my honor hole from here. That's pretty far, man. That is pretty far. I've always wanted. Yeah, you see the beginnings of the ice biome. That's where the North Pole City is at. It's out over there. I'm hoping to connect these tracks to over there too. So this rail line, it'll come all the way out to here. Well, I like to actually connect it to all the different areas of this world, but for now, today, it's just to connect this village. For now, I have an iron farm, so I have tons of iron to make these tracks. Here's the village. This is the village I was telling you about. It's the very first village I came across. Well, actually, it's the second village. It's the second village I came across in this world. My very first sniffer farm was right here. Here's the original sniffers. So I'm hoping to put the tracks from my world spawn to here. Um, Now here it gets. This is where I'm really curious about. So if I keep going, I should get to that other portal. I'm hoping to build. Look at all the horses. I'm hoping to build the Teldrassil area, and it should be right in that center of the map where all that dark green is at. Ooh, look at that. It's a doll. It's a wolf. It should be. It's a deep forest area thingamajig. One of those light green dots on the map should be a portal. It should be another portal. It doesn't mean that it's a portal. What it means is there's a. It means that there's an item sign with a map attached to it. So in Java Edition, you can set down banners and name areas, name points of destination on the map. You can't do that in Bedrock. All you can do is put a map, make a copy of it, put it on an item board or an item frame, and then post that item frame with that map on an object, and it'll show up green on your map. You just have to write the coordinates down so you know what it is. Yeah, this is definitely the forest area because it's like very thick. Um, I'm curious. I bet you that's the portal right there. That first, and that other green is probably the village. Oh, oop, don't want to run into that. Sweet berry's got thorns. So it should be over here. Is the first portal. Interesting. Why did I put a item frame out here? Oh, there's another village out here. Interesting. Very interesting. I never see. That's how long it's. Oh, guess what? If you're doing archaeology, this is one of those. Oh, so cool. Let me take a picture of this. So these things, if you come across it in a forest or a biome or under the water, if you have a brush, you'll have suspicious sand or gravel, and then it usually has some type of treasure inside of it. Wow, that is so cool. I've gotten into building so much that I've gotten away from exploring, and that's part of the fun of exploring is come across stuff like that. I must have come across this village a long time ago. I started at this world in 2023, and in fact, June 7th, we just passed June 7th. That's the third year anniversary of this channel in this world. Wow, so cool. Wow. See, that's why I love. I can never get bored with Minecraft. Never, ever, ever, ever. This is so cool. You probably say, "Big deal. It's a It's a village. The idea is I've found this village before and I just don't remember it. But I put an item board up on the map so I would come back here. And if I keep going, there's the map. That's that green. That's where if you look at that silver arrow on my map, that's that green dot on the map right there. So the portal must be the other green dot southeast of here. And like I said, this is the entire area. I want to set up the rail car minecart too. Let's see if we can get down to that portal. Now the other thing of it is, I can do this one of two ways. I can lay down the tracks just to map out what I'm doing. Then, like, set up the like blocks that would go underneath the tracks to make it look nice afterwards, or vice versa. But I think I'm gonna lay the tracks down just to get an idea, a feel of how I'm gonna lay the tracks down. This is so cool. Look how tall these trees are. These are spruce, giant spruce trees. Look at that. What's that called? Fire bushes? Fire bushes where you get the fireflies? I have Wildy Coyote here. Hey, Wildy, sorry for not seeing you right away. This is an unexpected stream. I didn't plan this for today. I was telling everybody earlier when I came on stream that the idea for this is I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever because I got to go get a tooth extracted next week, and I'm on antibiotics right now. So, and the reason why I haven't been streaming also is that I've been trying to edit my earlier videos, and I wanted to get some videos edited before coming back to streaming again, and here we are. The other reason too is for today is I've been having this idea of laying minecart rails from World Spawn out to here. So um, what we're doing is planning out. Look at these wolves! Wow, wow! Aren't you guys spooky? Um, hello, hello. Um, yeah. So I'm just getting an idea. I have the map here. The silver arrow on the map is us. And I'm just trying to get to the other portal. That way, if for whatever reason I need to travel between the 2 points fast, I know, I can meet the tracks. I can start some tracks here, start some tracks on the other side, and then meet up. But this is going to be the area for my Night Elf village. If you ever played World of Warcraft, heard of Teldrassil, this is going to be like my Teldrassil area. But for right now, it's been driving me crazy for the past week to make these tracks. So I'm just doing it to get this out of my head is driving me insane. That's pretty interesting. All that lava right there. This is mycelium or mushrooms growing on top of the soil here. And here's the portal I was talking about. So I'm hoping to build the native village right around this portal. And this will be the stop for the train tracks. So what I can do is connect this portal to that green point, which is to the northwest of here. Let me tie him probably need more redstone and gold to do the powered lines. And since this portal's pretty right next to my gold farm inside the Nether, I can get gold from there. Well, let's just start laying the tracks down. See what happens. Um, like I said, this is a rough. This is just a roughing out, and then we can always come back and refine it later. And let me put this down here. I don't know if I have. Yeah, I gotta find my hoe. I used to carry all that stuff with me. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me put it in here for now. All right. Start laying these tracks down. I have some stone. I can turn them into. Oh, I got the wood thing here. Let me use the wood slabs first. We're gonna go out that way. Let's see. I guess we'll do it by threes because the track will be in the center of this. It's going to be kind of this. So all the exciting, interesting thing, it stops right now. This is where it gets boring. All right, so I want to go out that way, so we're going to keep going. I guess we're going to have to turn it. Oh boy, that's not good. How you been, Wildy? Wildy Coyote? And just keep shifting it out. As you know, in Minecraft, we have no circles or curves in Minecraft, so you have to make believe curves or angles. It's more angles than curves in Minecraft. So we're going to keep going out that way. What I should do really is just do singles until I can connect all these tracks together. It's going to be a weird section of tracks, I'll tell you that much right here. And we're going to need a lot of sticks making tracks too. Iron sticks. Do I even have a minecart on? I don't think I even have a minecart on me. Let me just guide. So you got. I don't. Even, yeah. Okay. Uh, let's see here. So we have. Because I don't want to take this crafting table. I like to keep it for here. I definitely don't want to use that. It's kind of expensive. That cherry wood. Oh, there's sticks and there's wood. Bada bing. Don't ask me why. There's stuff. The stuff that's in there, I have no clue why they're in there. It's just at the time it made sense. Wish there was a faster way of dumping all this stuff out. I need. Oh no. Okay, that's wool. I need iron. Let's put that there. This here. Oh, I mean crafting table. Right, right, right. So get a crafting table. Why can't I have a crafting table? Oh, I need wood first. That would make sense. Okay, crafting table. And then we can start laying tracks down. I'm running out of room in my inventory. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Like I said, I have been editing, but since I'm a newbie to editing, it's taking me a bit of time to come up with good how to use DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is free, but trying to figure out where to put this stuff. Hold on. But you have to figure out how to use it. And it's a great software for it being free, and but like I said, you have to know how to use it. And I'm learning. It's a slow process, but I'm learning. We're going to need powered rails as well, because you can't just expect these rails to move your minecart along. These have to be powered with electricity, and we will be doing that in a second as soon as I go get some gold from the gold farm. And like I said, this is just a roughing out of what the rail line is going to be. And like I said, if you go on YouTube, you can actually see all the different variations other Minecrafters have made with their um, rail lines. So if you're new to Minecraft, have no clue of where I'm at or what I'm doing, this is the Nether. This is the underworld under the overworld which we just came from. And if you look at the map, my arrow is not silver no more, but red. That means we're in the Nether. And here, if you look on the upper left-hand corner of my screen, I have a coordinate system, X, Y, and Z. Y is the height level, and we're at 118 above the nether floor, and that's where I usually make this. What this is right here is a what they call a nether hub. So you lay ice down, which unbelievably does not melt in the nether, and you can use this as a ice road that you can travel by boat really fast through the nether. And for every 1 block of the nether is 8 blocks on the overworld. So it's real fast. It's like almost like a sub. You can look at it as like a subway system through the overworld. Now I just don't know which direction. Okay, I gotta go this way. See over here, this is no, this is right. This is the gold farm, and out that way is world spawn. And you can look at the map. On my map here, on the left side of the screen, where the red arrow is at, the upper left corner of that map is world spawn, and we are a little bit like past the center of the map to the east, and this gold farm is where you trade with piglins for gold, and you give them gold, and then in exchange, here's a that's not right. Sorry, dudes. So, sorry about that. I have no idea. It must have been a purpose for that, and I just totally forgot to unlock those guys. Unless there was a boat there. Maybe there was a boat. Who knows? I'll put this boat here. I need gold. Those items is what you'll get when you trade with these guys. You trade them an ingot of gold, and they will drop these items at you for trading with them. And I need gold to make powered rails. I guess I'll put. Well, I can always come back. I should have redstone here too. Yeah, and these are our faithful pups of the Nether, little Nicky, Serby from Cerberus, three-headed dog of the underworld. Apple Pie just happened to be an extra dog from the world spawn. Apple Pie from hell. What? Okay, I guess I don't have no redstone here. That's pretty not cool. The clicking sound is the system that I use to transfer the items from where I trade with the piglins to the storage area. Sorry, dude. Oh, in this area here, I when I'm in normal survival, gas spawn in the Nether, and if you have a large enough area, they'll spawn in it, and they'll tend to spawn inside here. And because of the snow blocks, these are actually powdered snow blocks. They get smothered, and then you get the drop. So it's kind of a ghast farm. And then down that way is my iron farm. Is all at the end of this road here. Try not to get off the boat in front of the portal, or that portal tends to suck the boat in. So as you can tell, this portal, if you're in the overworld and it's nighttime, you want to make sure it's protected because if you come out at nighttime, there could be any type of mob around the portal. I really need to make some type of housing over here. So what you do is, since you have the gold, you get some redstone. I think I have. Maybe I don't. Sorry, dude. Yep, there we go. Running out of space here. What do I not need? Um, let's put the wood in here. All right, grab the redstone. So what you do? I'm going to need cobblestone too, but cobblestone is for making levers, and that's a real simple way of powering uh, your redstone. I guess that's filled up, right? Yep. Gosh. All right. Put. I'll just. Why won't you trade with me? Put this here. Take this out. Okay. So we'll make some powered rails. Wait. I wonder why. Guess I don't have enough red. Huh. Oh, I think I need more gold. It's in that bag thingamajig that I have. Hold on. take these powered rails, usually at junction, every 8 sets of regular rail, you lay down 1 or 2 powered rails, and that'll keep you moving along the rail system. And since we put 3 down, we might go a little further. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right around here. But for whatever reason, these tend to speed you up. Don't ask me why, but when you make rails bend like this, it makes you go faster. It's probably something in the programming. I have no idea. Um, see if I can make some levers. I have a shovel. Let me see if I can make that a path block again. I think anytime you set down these shulkers or whatever, it tend to break your path blocks. Let's put that here for now. Shoot. Okay. You take some cobblestone, 1 stick, and you'll get a lever. And that's a cheaper way of powering these rail lines without using redstone. Because normally you need some form of redstone to power these, and with a lever, not necessary. And what you do, if you don't want to see it, you put it underneath the block. But these are slabs, so unfortunately. But if you make it a full block, then you can put the why am I blanking out? I just said this. You can put the lever underneath. My brain. And I just ate. What the heck? Like I said, I gotta get a tooth removed this week, and it's starting to get infected. And I'm taking antibiotics, and but still, I feel like drowsy all the time because of it. Okay, so basically, bada bing, and the rail just keeps on going. Just to show you how it works, you hop on it here, and basically you can just have it off until you're ready to ride it, and you turn it on, and there you go. Give a little bit of a push on your joystick, and bada bing, and you got a rail line. You can make like these things into roller coasters, whatever you want. It's really cool. But that's pretty much the idea. And we just got to keep laying this until we get out to the world spawn. Uh, let's see. Do I have room in my inventory? Yes. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be a crude laying down of the tracks just to see how these tracks are going to lay out. And I don't want to be in an eyesore out to wherever, and just have to make it a slow process until we get out there. And like I said, you probably don't want to set it up where you're going back and forth like that. It wouldn't be a cool journey. But it goes so fast, you really don't even notice it, though. I'll be honest with you. Where's my rails? Okay, I'll put another powered rail down here. Usually, two's pretty good. But if you're going up a hill or something, I would go with three powered rails. And like I said again, if you make a lot of these bends in the rail line, for whatever reason, it keeps the momentum with the minecart. So that might save you on using powered rails too. Gonna have to go get some more blocks. I might have some spare blocks back at World Spawn to use, or just like netherrack or whatever in the nether to use as temporary building blocks. Let me go back into the nether, see if I have any like tons of like netherrack blocks or whatever. I could use that. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's drop off some of this stuff so I have some. I'm trying to remember if you smelt netherrack, you get bricks, and I'm wondering if I have any bricks, like a smelting area. Give me 1 second, guys. And I'm back. Since I've worked down here before, mining out a lot of this area, I should have some place that I have tons and tons of netherrack. Okay, here's some. I think there's some brick in here. No. Okay, this is just overflow. That's why you should. Oh, look at that. Nice. I can use that. I was using that. I believe. Oh, nice. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Never throw your stuff out, guys. You never know when you're gonna need it. Nice. Okay, we got building blocks. I should fill these up with, take shulkers and just fill the shulkers up with these blocks. That's an that's another little hazard you could run into. If you get off that boat, you could actually pop inside of those blocks and you could get smothered. That's why it's always good to carry a pick with you in case you get smothered inside some blocks. It's not a good thing. Now, how you smelt netherrack is just simply put blocks of raw netherrack into a furnace, and it produces bricks. Well, it doesn't produce the bricks; it produces the I forget what they call that. and then you put them together in a crafting table, and then you get bricks. The smart thing for me to do would be to take, oh, my puppies, take the shulkers with us, and that way we can ride the minecart back here. Just gotta, I don't have enough. Okay, there we go. I wish I had some bones for you guys. I don't have bones. And since the past updates, now you can combine different blocks together that are not of the same material, which is really cool too. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. They just had the Minecraft Live, I guess a couple of weeks ago, and Mojang was showing upcoming drops, which looks really interesting, really cool. We're going to be getting the what is that thing called? Oh, sulfur mines, not mines, sulfur caves. That's going to be really cool. So I just have to keep going on an angle until we get out to the other. I'm trying to get to that other green arrow, which is to the northwest of me. If you look on the map. And again, I know this looks really crude, but this is just an idea. Laying out the idea of what I want here. I like to keep everything that falls if I can. Because, like I said, in Minecraft, you never know when you're going to need something. So it's always cool to. Uh oh. It's always cool. Okay. It's always cool to keep stuff along the way. Where is that sapling? There we go. A couple saplings. Now, not only can you replant these saplings, but you can use it for furnace fuel too. So the other cool thing is when you're making these minecart rail lines, is that you can basically connect all your villages together, just like the Nether Hub. But you're doing this in the overworld, so you can have cities along these rail lines and stuff, and roads. You can make just like World of Warcraft. You have roads and all kinds of interesting things. Put signposts up, make cities, all kinds of interesting things. All right, and for those just joining, welcome aboard. I'm the Big Red 1967. Normally I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but for this summer I'm trying to get into learning. I'm learning how to edit my videos, and today was not planned. I just happened to. Um, I was getting like stir crazy cabin fever, and I figured let's instead of me having cabin fever, try to knock something out, and I figured this has been driving me nuts for this week. I don't know why, but this has been playing in my head about doing my minecart rail line. So here we are. Let me lay the tracks down. I guess I'll go from there back to here. So welcome aboard. I have a YouTube channel, The Big Red 1967, Twitch channel. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. I have a Discord. If you go on my YouTube channel, look under Posts or Community tab, and you should see the link for the Discord. And if that link's bad, let me know in the comments of one of my YouTube videos. I'll see the comments, and then I'll update the link on the Discord. There's an actual, you can copy this world. I have this world to download it too. It's on that community posts. The only thing is in that the copy of this world, there's nothing in it except for the iron farm. I put an iron farm in there, so it gives you a good place to start. And if you want to follow along with me, I have over like 800 videos on my YouTube channel from previous streams that you can follow along. Let's get my minecart just so you can get a feel of how this is turning out. What I should do is power this up so we have a little bit of a kick as we go. I thought I made more levers. Maybe I didn't. Wildy Coyote says Discord link below is good. Oh, great! I'm glad. Yeah, the Discord. The idea behind the Discord was so if you go to my community tab where the Discord link is, you'll also find a world download link, and if you copy this world and you know you try to follow along with my videos on how to build stuff and all. If you get stuck, the Discord was so that it'd be a community place for people that are trying to follow along with me. And if they have any questions, you can go in the Discord and post your questions there on how to do stuff. And that's the whole idea behind the Discord. All right. Just keep laying tracks down. Okay. Gonna need more tracks. Gonna need more sticks. Okay, I got sticks. Is that a donkey? I think it's just a cow. Yeah, donkey. A donkey's pretty cool. You can actually put a chest on a donkey, and that way you can carry. You can have the donkey help you carry stuff along, which is pretty awesome. All right, now since we're not like in the air. We have blocks I can just lay this stuff down on, and I can get rid some of the stuff in my inventory. Okay. Still keep an eye on where we are. Oop, darn it. That figures, right? All right. Let's see. Darn it. Oh, that's right. You can't bend powered rails. How fortunate. I think I have like a dirt block in here, don't I? Yeah. Not just a dirt block. Is that coarse dirt? That's coarse dirt, babe. So I guess if you're looking for coarse dirt, come into a biome like this and you'll have coarse dirt. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, let me put that lever back here. There we go. And again, I'm in peaceful mode right now. That's why we're not getting pummeled by mobs in the shadow of these trees. But um, I'm in build mode, so I don't really want to worry about mobs while I'm building. Wow, looks like it's nighttime. Uh-oh. Some somebody's not having a good time. Where's that at? Oh. Oh, jeez. I thought he was suffocating. Let them figure it out, I guess. All right, now I guess I'm gonna need powered rails to go up uh, this hillside here. Well, let's first lay these tracks down, and then we'll come back with the powered rails. Now that's the thing. You can't turn into a block. You have to do it gradually. See how that goes up. Okay, we still got to go out that way. Turn a little bit. Cool thing about this too, if you're from the United States, I'm sure it's like that in other countries too. But in the 1800s, in the United States, is when we laid down train tracks across the United States, and this is pretty much, believe it or not, on a smaller version. This is pretty much how they did it. They just went out into into the frontier, laying out tracks, man. Roadways too. I'm sure that's how they did the roadway thing too, because originally in the United States back in the early or late 1800s, early 1900s, I don't know if there was a Department of Transportation back then or not, but they had a division of our government that handled laying roadways down and rail lines down. I have to look into the names of them back there. Today we have the Department of Transportation, but back then must have had some name. And while you're laying these tracks down too, you might want to keep in mind like what's nearby, so you get a little bit of a view as you're traveling along these tracks. So, um, curious about that waterway over there. Be cool if I can. I guess we can go up here and then out to the water, because I would like to have that water in view as we're traveling around this corner here. That's nice. I don't think there's a lot. I can go straight out here. Go straight out here and along that edge of that cliff. I'm gonna need more rails, and I need to put some powered rails in here too. Let's first put these rails down, and then I'll come back in and worry about the rails. Again, I apologize if you guys can't hear me. My microphone's not the best. So if you're watching this in the future on my YouTube video, I'll upload these live streams to my YouTube. Just turn on captions and you can read pretty much what I'm saying. Okay, so far so good. I have a wood farm, so if I ever need wood, I have no issue of getting wood. That's for sure. All right, let's make up some more tracks. Let's pick this up. And like I said, you're gonna have to put powered rails down here, but I tend to do that after I lay the tracks down. Then I have an idea of where I need the powered rails, so I don't waste anything. I really like to get out to that water edge of the cliff so I can see the water. Now you can make like trestles and all kinds of things. You know, you don't have to depend on the actual environment to lay these tracks down. But I'm trying not to waste time. I want to see what these tracks look like first, and then you can always come back and customize the tracks the way you want them. The other thing too is you really don't want to have anything near the tracks as you're riding by because it'll cause friction and slow you down. But when you're riding in a minecart, if you're using a controller, you just push on your left joystick, and you can have the minecart uh, powered. It'll move slow, but you can actually move or drive the minecart by just using the controller stick. If you want more power, then you have to use powered rails. This is driving me nuts. I hate to cut these trees down. If I go down, then that's the other thing too is if you go downwards, like you'll pick up speed, like a roller coaster type of idea. But anytime you go up, that's when you're gonna need a powered rail. Oh yeah, so the Minecraft Live they were talking about this fall. With the fall update, we're going to get autumn leaf trees, which is going to be so interesting. So nice. Look at these guys. I haven't seen a regular white dog in a long time. Alright, we're getting closer to the other green dot up there. I believe that village is that far western green dot is the village. We could get to the one. I don't know. I like to go to the other village that which is above us. I like to get out there. Wow. Okay, so Wily Coyote, I'm sorry, Wily. He says, feels weird when Ray doesn't stream and I don't have mod duty on a Saturday. When Coyote was saying Ray, I believe he means the Minecrafter Ray. Is it Ray Streams? I forget his name, Wildy. Also, he says, been doing it for 10 years. What is Chasing the Ski version, by the way? What is Chasing the Ski? Oh, this Chasing the Sky. It's an update to Minecraft Chasing the Sky. I might have been a typo. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be called Chasing the Sky, and I need to update the version I'm using on Twitch. Chasing the Skies. It's one of the updates. Chasing the Skies introduced um, Happy Gas. That's the whole Chasing the Skies update. Rayworks. That's what Wildy Coyote's talking about. Is Rayworks. Rayworks is a phenomenal Minecrafter. He does a lot of redstone builds. If you ever get a chance to watch Rayworks, he has videos on YouTube and he's on live on Twitch. But he plays on Java Edition, and his builds are amazing. So if you want to get better at redstone, you really should check out Ray's videos. Yeah, I probably did a typo, Coyote. Sorry. I apologize for not catching your text. I have the text or the chat room's up on my phone, and I'm watching this on my TV. So Wildy says all good. He says I lurk a lot and comments randomly. That's fine. Yeah, I'm facing my TV screen and the my phone's on my left out of view, so I can't unless I turn my head to the left. I can't see if there's any chat going on. But I try to keep up on it. And I know I keep saying this, but this is just a crude outline of what I want, and I really didn't have to make halves. Make a full block, but let's see. Trying to get out to that village, which is that next green dot up above us. A lot of this area, I never really, I mean, I mapped it out, but I never, like, there's caves, all kinds of stuff through here I've never explored. That's the other cool thing of making roads in your world. Yes, that's what I thought. Let me see. Darn it. Hmm. I might have did the wrong. It's so weird. All right. It's so weird. Why does it do it there, not there? Oh, this is a lower block. Right, right, right. That's a low block. Right. It's hard to tell when you're laying the stuff out and I'm moving fast too. Let's see. There we go. Should be okay now. I didn't really need to make a full block. I just had to make sure it was an upper, not a lower slab. But like I said, once I come back and work, try to make this more presentable, um, I'll probably reset the tracks to a better looking rail line. I'm trying to get out to the. Okay, I'm going too far out. Yeah, I need to turn this way. But I want to go out to the water and work my way back up. Is there water out here? No, it's not. Well, it should be a river or something out here. Hello, Mr. Fox. I'll be darned. I thought there was like a, I don't know, a river or stream or something that goes through here. Isn't that a little bit of a letdown? Darn. Like I said, I can always come back and reset this to the way I want it, but ugh. Alright, I'll just have to turn these tracks. Gotta find the tracks. I gotta find my tracks now. There they are. Just have to turn. Oh wow, there's a portal. Honest guy, I did not know that portal was there. How you like that? Wow. See, that's what I'm saying about exploring. Exploring is so cool, man. You never know what you're gonna find when you come out here. Look at that. That is awesome. And again, you can connect that to your Nether hub. Wow. So cool. Nice. I just have to turn it on. And not and I like to use that lava. You can actually you have a chance of turning that into obsidian. Just have to get a bucket of water. I do have a lava farm, so it's really not necessary for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have plenty here, but let me go get some water. That way we don't have to worry about this lava. Pretty cool. Oh no. Our wolves out here did some hunting. Found us some food. Let me just make sure I know where I'm at because I'm going to get lost. I know it. Okay, take a picture of this. Do a screenshot so I know where this is at. 792, 928. So I have to go out here. That's what happens when you don't bring your horse with you. I knew I could fly, but I'm trying to keep this area in my brain how to get back. So cool. It's gonna be nice when they do the Mojang does the update with the fall trees, fall leaves. That's gonna be really nice looking. And if they have nature sounds in the background, man, it's gonna be amazing. See that hillside over there? We're gonna probably have to make a tall rail line going straight up. 728, 928. Oh, 999. Not this way. 900. Then I gotta turn. Here it is. That's why it's always good to have your coordinates up on your screen so you know where you're at. Also, I have days played, so I've done 2,086 Minecraft days. Minecraft days usually about 20 minutes. It's really good to keep the lava if you can, because it's a good fuel source. But I already have some lava farms. That's magma blocks. And see if I can pop this so we can. Geez, because of that slab, it won't let the water touch it. And let's see what we're going to do here. I should knock out all these magma blocks, but oh, I got a chest here. That's right. See if I can pick up the. Let me put a torch down too. Really? I can't. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So this new update is going to happen, I guess, in the fall. We're going to have wool blocks uh, and wool steps. And well, we already have wool blocks, but wool steps and half slabs. It's going to be pretty interesting. Now, do I have both of my? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, do I have both of my shulkers? See if I can pick up all of these so we don't step on these. These are great. The magma blocks are great for making bubble elevators, farms, all kinds of things. Because when water is over top of it, it creates a bubble that drags oh no items down onto it. And you got to be careful because you never know if there's lava anywhere around this portal when you're knocking out blocks. This is a big, 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 big area. Gotta be careful. Gotta keep looking. Look where you're at, because you could end up in a hole like this. Now, what you got to be really careful of is if you come across a random portal like this, what you want to do is if you have like another hub already set up in another, it's better to set up a portal on these coordinates in the nether from the nether out to here because if you put this portal, turn this on, you could actually end up on the nether floor. So I show you how to do this. See the coordinates? We have 788 by 920. That's like x and z. The y is 76. So if you divide those numbers by 8, that's our nether coordinates. So what you need to do is go into the nether at those coordinates and build a portal there, and you should end up out here. So let's go do that. Wow, that's weird. I must have already put these blocks in here already. Okay, we need to go back to where we started the rail line and go into that portal and then come out here. So let me see if I can. All right, this is 788 by 921. I need to figure out the coordinates and make a portal in the nether on the nether hub. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get some papier out of here. So again, this is. Oh, Wildy says, "Who is the person you keep talking to?" Well, I'm hoping I'm talking to people watching the video in the future. That's who I'm talking to. Let me see, 788 by 921. And divide those numbers. 788 by 8. That'll give me 98.5, and that's a positive too. So that's going to be our x coordinate in the nether is 98.5. 921 divided by 8. It's going to be 115 with a decimal, but and are both positive. So what I got to do is go back to the beginning of this rail line, and if I create, while he goes, I thought you had someone in chat. I guess I do. I'm talking to you. Let me see if I can find this rail line. Do I have my sugars? Yeah. I think the rail line was off to the side, wasn't it? Let me see. Yep, there we go. Nice. All right, and I need my minecart. And on our way back, I guess I can lay down the powered rails and stuff on the way back. I should start here, right? Let's see. Well, I'll lay this down. Hmm. Go down here. Start here. Put the minecart. Well, put it here. like I was saying before too, if there's any blocks along the tracks, it'll slow you down too. So what we're going to do is go into the nether and go to those coordinates that I wrote down and set up a portal that should pop out to the broken portal. And I think I don't have a portal at that other village too, which would be nice to put up there too. Okay, so we're at 126 by 1. All right, 120 by 128. So I need to go to 95, 98 by 115. Okay. So once we hit 98, I got to go to 115. Here we go. Right here. And I believe, yep, that goes down. So I just need to go and crouch when you do this because you don't know what you're breaking into here. So I need to go into 115, set up a portal, and then that should link us to the other end of the tracks right here. What I try to do is set up a 3 by 3 area in here so that way you don't get suffocated when you come out of the portal. Okay, I usually put it in the center. We have some quartz crystal. I don't know if I have any more ruby shulkers. Let's see. Okay, cool. Pick up all this stuff. Like I said, you try to hold on to any scraps that you can because you never know in the future when you're going to need it. Like us putting tracks down. Grab this. I should have some obsidian already in my ender chest. Always carry a shulker of obsidian in case I need to make a portal. And you don't need um, the corners. I never dig straight down. Nice. So what I'm gonna do is, it's a shame. Well, at least now I know where it's at. So you don't need the obsidian on the corners, but you need to have it 4 wide and 5 tall. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one on top is 5. Got to knock out these. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, and then I should knock that out. 4, and then down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one underneath is 5. Put this in here. Put this in here. And I need the um, flint and steel. I need that. And before I turn this on, let me put this stuff away. Oh, I got the fun steel. Uh, Drats. Let's. Well, okay. Let's see if we can pick this up. Okay, so we are not over by the. Oh, wow, it's right near the tracks. That's pretty cool. We are not over there, but since we turned the portal on in the Nether, if I break this apart and turn that one on over there, we should be linked. Oh, you know what? Crud. I need to have some space in my inventory. Should I put anything in here that I'm not? Yeah, I guess I can temporarily put the rails in there. Jeez, really? There's holes all over this place. It's like Swiss cheese. Now you don't need a silk touch pickaxe, but you do need a diamond pickaxe to break these obsidian blocks. It might be because of that crying obsidian. That's what this block is. You probably can put that on the corner. It wouldn't be an issue, but for whatever reason, it wants to be all obsidian. You can make it as high or big as you want, but the minimum is a 10 block obsidian thing. So now watch, if I knock this corner out, right, it shouldn't break. See? And then you could use the crying obsidian if you wanted to. Because the corners don't matter, it's just the bottom and the bottom and the sides. The bottom, the top, and the sides is what matters, not the corners. Alright, I'm gonna put that stuff in there. I'm gonna grab rails just in case. We come somewhere we don't want to be. And I have my rails. It's gonna take me a while to get back here. Alright, this is all good. I have my minecart, yes. Alright, let's go back into. Always remember too, if you're going into the nether, wear gold if you're in survival mode. But I'm in peaceful mode right now. I'm gonna put the steps back. Kind of neat. They had it like, let me see here. It's a shame. Let me see. Can I go down this far? Yeah. I wanted to go down another step. Should have used the magma block and I could connected it that way. Darn it. Oh, I got the scaffolding. I could use that. Haha. All right. Let's see where we end up. Try to be crouched in case you don't end up where you want to be. And that's it. So we're linked. And like I said, if we had just turned that one from the overworld on without having a portal already set up here, we could have ended up on the nether floor. So always play it safe, man. We should end up right on the broken portal now. Hopefully, there is no other portal in that area except for that broken one. So it should be linked to that one. And there you have it. Let's put this stuff in the chest. I said I'm going to put this stuff in the chest. And grab a little shut eye. Did I put? No, I kept the rails. Okay. Oh, it's got my mhm. And we just keep on keeping on. I want to get to the other green dot before the stream is over. Let's see if we can get this done. I need to put some sort of. Okay, I can just hold on. Knock this out. Put that here. Knock this out. Put that here. Then we can keep on keeping on. So it looks like that village is over that way. That was the weirdest sound. That must have been the sheep. Right? It sounded like I went shh, or it may have been the dog. I don't know. Now I understand what that sound is. It's a baby chicken. It has like a little peep peep sound. Look, there he is. Look, look. That's adorable. So Tiny Takeover, which is now this version of Minecraft, has all the different any type of like babies, villager babies, children, or whatever. All different. The skins are been changed to make it more adorable. The heads are bigger and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna probably have to use um, powered rails to get up this hill. I just have to figure out where I need it so I don't have to waste the powered rails. That was some power. That set of rails back there was pretty powerful, man. I'm gonna probably set up some powered rails right here. Now, there's a couple of ways of tackling this problem of going up a hill. You can either have be the same height across and make a bridge across. You can dig into the hill and come out the other side that you don't have to go up that high, or do what I'm doing. There's a couple of options for you. Now that this tree right here, I forget what that's called. It's not an oak tree. What's that called? Let me see. Azalea. So when you see it an azalea tree on the overworld, like not in a cave, but up here on the surface, that means down below under this azalea tree is a lush cave. That's how it usually works out. And there's the village I'm trying to get to is down there. Where are those tracks? Okay, gonna have to make some more tracks. This is gonna be an easy zip down below. Just need to make more tracks. Uh-oh. Where is my other shulker at? I hope that I have it on a block and it's not just like, because it could have despawned, and that's not a good thing. All right. Stuff. Get rid of these mushrooms. Put them in here. Right. And come up here. I should start setting up these powered rails so I know how many to use on the way up. We'll start it here, I guess. And I hope you guys are picking up how to use minecart rails because it's a cool thing. If you're into model trains, this thing will definitely make you a happy person. Anywhere it slows down is where you're going to need a powered rail. So probably like right here, we're going to need another couple powered rails. Anytime there's turns, sometimes if you're on a flat surface, the turns will speed you up. When you're going upwards, it'll slow you down. Okay, we're going to need a powered rail right here. Oop, oop. Try to double it up because the more powered rails, the better. Pop it in here. Go. So right there, we're gonna need one like I guess here would be good. And like I said, if there's any blocks on the sides of these rails, like this tree, it'll slow that minecart down. So you might want to make sure it's like when you set the rails down, you set it in the center of 3 blocks. That way you never have to worry about friction. Like here. Oh, I guess I could make these into powered rails. This should give me a part of the way. Try not to waste these rails if I don't have to. The other thing is too is they can only bend so far. That's the other problem with these powered rails. Like that, like this. So if I take this out, pop that in here like that. Oh, you know what? Put in the regular rails, and that should get me where I need to go. Maybe not. Let's see. There we go. And then I just pop in one of these buddies, and bada bing, we have powered rails. See how far up we can go. So I'm going to have to go get more gold in order to finish the climb to the village. So welcome if you're just joining. I'm the Big Red 1967. If you haven't been here before, I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but this summer I'm trying to learn how to edit my over 800 videos on my YouTube channel, so that way it's a little bit more entertaining than just watching me for 3 hours play the game. Um, and what I'm doing today is I'm trying to set up some minecart rails from World Spawn, which is the upper. If you look at the map on the left side of the screen, I have a map I'm holding in my hand. The upper left corner of the screen is World Spawn. Where the silver arrow is, where I'm spinning, is where we're located right now. And as far as I'm going right now is to that other green arrow. And then I'm going to call it a stream. But it's been plaguing me all week to do this. So I'm laying some just tracks down to get an idea of how these tracks are going to look like eventually. And then you can decorate them up the best way you want if you're into model trains. If you go onto YouTube, I'm sure if you look up Minecraft rail minecart rail lines, you'll see all different variations of what you can do. And that's what I'm doing today. I had to go get more gold from my gold farm so I could finish up the powered rails to get to the top of this hill. And once I get to the other village, I'm going to call it a stream. But I hope everybody's doing good. Check out my YouTube channel, and you get a good idea of what I do. See if I can pick this up. powered rails coming up. So I think I need to start them up here. Let me go pull out the gold. And I'm gonna probably need more redstone too, but let's see what we can get away with here. Yeah, I gotta use a crafting table in order to make this stuff. If you're wondering why I'm not being attacked by mobs, I'm playing in peaceful mode, so I can get this stuff done before the stream's over. And there you go. Now I just gotta see if I can get these rails down to the village down there. And like I was saying before, if you see an azalea tree on the overworld, more than likely there's a lush cave underneath the tree somewhere. If you dig down underneath an azalea tree like this, you probably come across a lush cave, which has a lot of interesting things in that cave. And again, this is just a roughing out of how I want the minecart tracks to look like. You can always come back and then redecorate it the way you want. Oops, that's too far. Get out the, I have some dirt here. Oops. Do I want it like that? Let me see. Yep. Now coming up is a different story. We're going down, so next time we come up, I'll know how many power rails to put down. Oh, I'm out of rails. It'd be cool if we could down all the way down to the water. Which would be really super cool is to jump off and land on rails down below. But I would like to have these so I can come back the other way too. Get some more iron. So I could actually put this portal on the ground. I I'm just gonna see if I can get this portal up here on top of this house. So we're at 77606. And like I said, I like to build these portals from the nether out, so that way I know if I do it from this way into the nether, I could end up on the nether floor. So I tried to do it the other way around. So this is 770 by 606. And divide those numbers by, and they're positive, both of those numbers. Divide those by 8, and we'll have our nether coordinates. So 770 divided by 8 will give us 96. 96 and some change, but I'm just using 96. And then 606 divided by 8 is 75 by 75, but I'll go with 75. I could round it up, but so what I'll have to do is go back to the nether portal and put the coordinates here. The other reason why I'm doing it is to have it up on the roof or inside of fence so that the villagers don't go into the nether. I think I'm pretty close to this other village. So I'll enter the nether through this other village out here. Oh, shoot. Darn it. Playing these other games using my controller, I get used to their controls for flying and stuff, so get it mixed up. So the other village is out here, and I like to take rails to connect these two villages back to world spawn, which is the upper left-hand corner of this map. So you can tell that's a lot of rails to put down. That's why it's always good to have an iron farm, so you have tons of iron for all kinds of build purposes. The North Pole City, if you've been following my videos, is out that way across that ice biome. And my world spawn's out that way. So here in the nether, I have a nether hub, which is up on level 118. I have like an ice road. That way I can avoid being on the nether floor. Okay, so I have to go to 9675, which is probably not too far from that last portal I just installed. Um, which is down here. That is to the pillage. Oh, there's the pillager fort out there. I gotta set up a raid farm eventually. Okay, we're going to 96. So here's 95. I think I'm gonna stay down this here. Okay, and then we gotta go over by 75. This is at 115. I bet you if we keep going, we'll end up at 75. Try to stay crouched whenever you're digging in the nether, because you never know if you're going to fall into a cave or who knows what. But if you stay crouched, that way you don't fall. You're still on the ledge. Okay, we're getting close to again, what I try to do is set up a 3 by 3 area. That way, when you come through the portal, you don't get suffocated in this other blocks here. I should get it rid of 95 because if you don't, then you won't be where you want to end up. So 95, I think, is right here, and then 75, 95. Here's 75, so it's right here. And what I try to do, let me see here. I'll put the obsidian right in here. Let me pull out my ender chest. And again, when you're putting down a portal, you don't need to do the corners, but you have to have it within 10, a circular pattern of 10 obsidian. So 4 across. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one there would be 5. And 4 across. 1, 2, 3, and then I gotta stick something up, put dirt there. And then this obsidian, and that makes a full circle. And let's put this stuff back. I don't know if I have my I gotta get my flint and steel so I can turn this thing on. Put the obsidian. Where's the Okay. Put this obsidian back. And grab the flint and steel out of one of these. I don't know which one. I'm hearing lava, so that's not a good thing. We're probably near a lava source block somewhere around here. I'm hearing bubbling. If you see like an orange drip, that's a telltale sign you're near a lava source block. You want to seal that up before that thing flows down on top of you. Oh, I had the flint and steel already out. There we go. I'm curious to see. Crouch until you know for sure where the portal's at. But it should be in that village. And hopefully on top of the villager house. Okay. A little bit of ways from where I wanted it. I wanted it on top of that house. So what you can do is you break the obsidian and set it to where you want it, and then it'll definitely uh, be connected. Let me grab some shut-eye real quick. Put this extra stuff here. And let's go break that portal. And if you ever wanted to do obsidian farming, this is how you do it. Every time you pop out from going through a portal, and if you don't have a portal on the other side, the game will create a portal, and you'll always have a source of obsidian. Now, what I can do, since we already have the portal set up in the nether, I can do this properly by building a fence around this portal here. So what I can do is set up the portal without turning it on, and then put a perimeter around it so the villagers can't get in it. Like I said, just a basic 10 circular thing of obsidian. So we're going to go 5 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess use the dirt block. That'll be the fifth one, and then go across by 4, again with the dirt, and bring it down. There's your portal. But before I turn this on, I want to set up a fence around it. That way the villagers can't get in here. Darn it, I forgot. Yeah, I have a crafting table in there. So, just make it really simple. You could always make it extravagant later on, but this is just temporary so the villagers can't climb into this portal. Then I like to make a gate, and there you go. This should be exactly in the nether where we put the other portal. And this is how you link portals. If they're within, I guess, a 100 block radius, they'll link to each other. Pick up all the scraps because you can never know when you're going to need it. And what I'm going to do before the stream's out, we're going to go to the beginning of the tracks and ride it all the way out to here and see how it turns out. I know for sure going the opposite way, I'm going to have to put more powered rails in, but not today. That'll be another stream. So once again, if you want to follow along, you want to join my Discord and all that good stuff, go to my YouTube channel, The Big Red 1967, and go in the Community tab, and you should see a Discord link and a World Download link. So try them out and see what you think. I'm going to go out to the end of the tracks and ride it all the way out to this village and see how it pans out, man. Now, it doesn't seem that far, but like I said, in the nether, For every one block of the nether is 8 blocks of the overworld. That's why it seems like it's not that far when I'm walking around in the nether on the map compared to the overworld. So this is where the tracks will start, and this will be my future Tetrasil village out here. If you ever played World of Warcraft, the Night Elf village, hoping to make like a village here similar to that. So you put your minecart down, and off you go. Because I'm spinning around, I'm taking the energy. Because you can make the minecart move by pushing the left controller, and if you turn your direction, it'll slow the minecart down. So you got to be careful with that. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some powered rails down here because it's slowing down. Do I have some on me? Yeah, I got a few on me. I'm gonna have to make some more levers to activate them. This should get us to the next village. Go up that hillside, that mountain, and then over to the next village. And like I said, you can get as creative as you want, make it as scenic as you want because it's your rail line. Definitely put up lanterns, all kinds of stuff to light up the area or light up the rails as you go along. This is going to be pretty steep. I've seen it like other tracks where people set up slime blocks and stuff. You can jump and all kinds of neat stuff. So let's see here. Got to make some more levers in order to activate the powered rails. Hate to see if this is the only. I don't think this is the only villager. I hate to if that's true. Should be more villagers in this place. We got a wandering trader. It's easy to restock the village. You just bring in another villager from another village, and before you know it, you got another village, activated village. Yeah, I think that's the only villager in this village. Oh, okay. Here's the other guy. And as long as you're inside the village, they'll spawn more villagers and stuff until the place is restocked. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can. I can remember what the tracks are at. Hope that's not a gaping hole. Okay, that wouldn't have been good. Track should be over here somewhere. See how easy it is to get lost? Okay, we came down the hill. Okay, here's the railroad. just curious to see if I can go back. Just need to make a lever if I can. I don't think I have enough cobblestone. Now, the reason why he's flipping out, more than likely, he is linked to another bed that's nowhere near here. And the only way to relink him is to break the other bed wherever the other bed is. I have no clue. Let's grab some shut eye. Water freaks out the villagers. Path blocks. The more path blocks you have, the better it is for them to link up to their houses and stuff too. Trying to see if there's anything else. Where is my other? There we go. Wow, I used all those rails. Okay. I have to restart this. All right, guys. I think I might be leaving it here. The game has died on me. So let's see. I'm not going to hold you guys up. So I'll tell you what. Check out my YouTube channel for any further updates or more streams, and this stream will be up there as well. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you back again next time.